Excuse me. Hello, welcome. I'm gonna attack right now because these ladies are making me laugh and cry. I'm like literally crying. I don't know why I'm crying. Hello, everybody.
Welcome Your to problem children.
I'm like totally laughing. Welcome to the Wyatt Harmony Spotlight and Recap. Yes, we're all here together. Cheese and crackers. We are here together for the first time since last year on this show. So we are here together to talk about the young and the restless, the week that was in Genoa City. Welcome. Today is Super Bowl Sunday. I'm excited because I live in Inglewood. I live near the stadium. We're all excited. We're happy. Neither of my teams are in the Super Bowl. But I'm just excited for all the halftime show, the commercials that happen usually, and the food and drink that will be happening that I'll be doing after these shows are done. But we're doing your soapbox. We're doing it today. And I said, but today first, of course, both my ladies are here. Amanda, Russ, and Tami. Goveia.
Oh my gosh, we are here. My shadow is here.
We've got two Tammys today.
Amanda's all Valentined out. Look at her. She's all love and gorgeous. And did we all pink together?
We did.
Oh my God. This is weird how simpatico we are.
Yes, we are. Weird. Right? Too long. I actually hate saying Valentine's Day. It's another story. But everybody, we're here and we're doing the whole soap block. Because we'll be done before Super Bowl, folks. I'm going to worry about. Right after this, it's us again. Talking about the bold and beautiful. We got lots about that.
And you need to watch that because I'm fired up.
Woo, she's fired up. Fired up.
Got all 8 cylinders and 12 cylinders fired up.
And Tami will be counting abs again this week on Carter. And also, right after that, I have General Hospital, and there's a lot going on that one too. Woo! Oh my God, a week of Peter basically is what was going on General Hospital. Me and Frank Moran with all the shady, soapy goodness.
Done. I'm done with Sunny. Done.
You said that. I know you said that. Sunny Anita.
To the end. Yeah, to the end in the ocean, like that scene in Titanic. Done. Into the ocean, man.
But all right, the OG Laura, when she hugged Victor and whispered in her ear, when we find out you have something to do with this, oh my God, that's right, girl.
Yeah, you will meet the same fate.
Yep.
And because when she went in for the hug, I was like,
I know.
What is she doing? Like, going to stab him in the back? Like, what is she going to do?
Oh, she warned him. She did, Tami. She warned
Love
him.
me, my Laura. Okay,
yes,
anyway.
So Jeannie,
we love you, Jeannie Francis.
And she just celebrated 45 years on the show.
I know.
Okay. I know, it's crazy. So anyway, so that's all today. We'll have that all. We'll all be done in time. Yes, we're all in pink. Everybody's like, we're all in pink. We're pinkish today. Everybody, come on in. Populate. It is Soap Sunday. No addition days for the next couple of weeks because of the Olympics. So they will be back on the 27th. So on Sunday, so it's a long time, but they miss you guys. But still follow the channel and watch the episodes. Watch the episode I was in. They just celebrated 7 years. And today is my 7-year official anniversary of doing my first show ever on a web platform or podcast. And that was called The Days of Our Lives After Show on Apple TV today. That was my first time ever. That was a baby. So I'm going to post pictures of my first appearance on social media. You'll see that and how innocent I looked.
No such thing, sweetheart.
Oh, I was a baby.
You never looked innocent.
I was a baby at 46. Okay. So we are here. And I want to show something. Amanda made the shirt, first of all. I posted a picture online of me, my matching mug. She also gave one of these folks. It's a bridge of the gap between Mississippi and California.
No, okay, well, you didn't tell me you were going to show yours.
I was waiting
I got to show mine.
I was waiting till you came on the show. So she made this for us. We are connected together. I love it. I was sitting over here. But I'll show you guys later. I'll post pictures. I wanted to wait till she came on before I say anything. Oh, there's Tami. She got hers. And she got hers. There you go. I love it. Thank you, Miss Amanda. We love you very much.
Love you.
Yay. I'm glad y'all like them.
Take a snapshot of that. Take a picture of that, Amanda.
What?
Take a picture of it. Do you have your phone?
Yeah. I told James that I made you a shirts, but you're so tiny. Even though I put it way up here, you can't see it.
I know you can't see her shirt. We were trying to see if she's going to show cleavage.
James, let's kiss.
Got it.
Okay.
I wonder if that'll show.
Yeah, I know. You was going to see the shows. Yes.
I should have kissed y'all back.
Oh.
Oh, yeah,
Thank you very much. We are connected. We are connected. Okay. Happy anniversary to Eric Braeden, 42 years on the show.
Wow.
Crazy.
So my three top things I was thinking when I was thinking about this episode was a new Ashland, Billy the podcaster, and everyone's a COO. You're a COO, and you're a COO, and you're a COO. There are several things that they're going in some directions that are very interesting, and everybody's agreeing that this show does boardroom intrigue the best. We wish other shows would actually
Corporate intrigue.
Corporate, thank you. That other shows we wish would emulate on some level, right? Then this week's it's continuing with all the moving parts. It's very umbrella storyline with all these moving parts going on.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about that. I just want to talk about that. So that's first. A new Ashland debuted midweek. Robert Newman, formerly Josh Bud, as he's officially called on Guiding Lights, is now playing new Ashland Lott. And so first of all, screw all the haters who are like, whatever, screw you guys. I liked him. I thought he did an admirable job. Let's give him some time. How do you guys think? What do you guys think?
I thought he did really good. His character on Guiding Light was completely different. And I was a little like, okay, let's see. But he came in and I was like, oh, okay. Like, I thought he did really good.
Yeah.
There we go, yeah.
So he's a newbie to me because I never watched Guiding Light, but
Okay.
I knew about him, obviously. Interestingly enough, I found his voice inflections to be almost identical to
Yes.
Richard's.
Converging.
Yeah.
I thought he did so good.
So I don't know. I don't think that was a conscious choice. I just think that Ashland's voice is that.
Got it.
So yeah, I thought he was strong. I mean, he went toe to toe with little Adam.
Little Adam.
I think the chemistry between him and is it Amanda?
Amelia Heinley.
Yeah, is phenomenal. So I think the chemistry is there. He fills out a suit.
My sister does not even watch soap operas. She texted me. I saw Robert Newman on YNR. He's so hot still.
I mean, I remember he was one of the iconic daytime soap couples.
Yes, Josh.
Right. So I remember him younger, and there are just some men that they should just always look. How old is he? I don't know how old he is, but he should have just always looked like this because he is at the prime of his sexiness.
Just like always like this. Everybody in the chat room loves him. They think he's doing a great job. And Jason Thompson, yes, that was his voice who said, and the role of Ashland Lott we played by Robert Newman.
Shonda, I didn't even pick that up.
I did. I knew it was his voice.
Really? Oh my God.
But you're right, Shonda. But no, everybody agrees. No, and I'm about to talk this. I love they threw him in the fire. They threw him with like all the major players right away.
Okay, can I say something?
Yes.
Simone Francois in the chat room says, sorry, I'm late. Robert is doing a great job and he looks great. For her being late, James, can you write her up a little slip?
Slip.
Okay. And she needs to take it home and show it to her parents. Like there's no tardiness allowed.
And you gotta be signed and brought back next Sunday.
Yeah. Next Sunday, right? Next Sunday. He's 63, Tami.
Oh.
Wow.
Meow.
I'm telling you, you know, some of us older folks look great for our age. I'm telling you, we should not sleep on folks at a certain age. We do. Some of us age well.
Maybe just the daytime folks just keep themselves looking
right.
Man.
63, Tami. There you go, Tami. 63.
Wow.
He is 10 years older than me. That's good.
Wowie, wow.
Wow. I like that. That's old school. But no, holding his own against 81-year-old Eric Braeden, who's still holding. Mother's still in love with him. She's like, God, he's still sexy. I love. You'll be 1 second, Miss Russ. I just want to get everybody to talk about it on here. I just want to bring it up. His scenes with Victor were so good, and for me, it was funny seeing these two daytime legends. Because Man and I do know who he is. To see these two daytime legends acting together, it was this weird like crossover. They were like, "Oh, but no, he's not playing Josh. He's playing Ashland." And Eric Braeden is just so good at being unbothered and also try to reel you in. The way he sits back in his chair, the way he kind of the way he offers you a drink, I mean, everything he does, and him and Nikki are so cute. He filled Nikki in before, and I love all of it. Okay, Amanda Russ.
I was just gonna say, Tami, Kim Zimmer, who played Reva, when she did an interview when the show was over, and they said, "What are you gonna miss the most?" And she said, "Really? Kissing him." Talking about Robert Newman. She was like, "Kissing him? Are you serious?"
Are you serious? Mm-hmm.
I get it.
I get it. Yeah, I get it. The same way, somebody wrote in the chat room, and I see why Annie Dutton went crazy over him. I mean, that's Cynthia Watros. I mean, those scenes were like, she won an Emmy for it. I mean, those scenes were iconic too. Josh, Reva, and Annie. That was. They were all friends in real life, but they were all just in real life, so it's kind of crazy.
When you take a look at his first episode on the show,
yes.
So he's toe to toe with Adam.
Yes.
With Ashland putting Adam in his place. It's like, okay, let's see how Robert handles this. Great.
Yeah.
Done. I see the dynamics. I can see Adam being a little intimidated, but not showing it. Like, okay, that was good. And then Victor summons Ashland. I was like, oh my God, this is his first summoning.
I have to be free right now anyway. I'll be right over.
So he gets summoned, and I said, okay, here's his scene with the patriarch of the show. Let's see how this goes. Seamless. And then the scene where he confesses to Victoria about the whole Peru debacle. Not debacle.
I was shocked, actually. I was like, oh, he's
whatever. But he got really emotional with her and really vulnerable with her. And I got sucked in to the idea of, oh my God, I think he really loves her.
Tami.
I do. I think he really loves her. Maybe it started out different, but I think I don't know. Robert played it. He got misty-eyed. And
he
when
seemed touched by the gift.
Tami.
What?
Man, don't fall for it.
Wait, what am I saying? No, Tami, no.
The vortex. You're going into the Robert Newman vortex.
I think he loves her. I think he loves her.
Because Tami, the way it's about inflection. Remember, he started talking softer when he was describing the whole situation, and he was like, it felt like he was being very deliberate, just telling her this is what went down. I didn't want to bother you for this. I didn't want to do this. And I did cut the line. It's not kind of ethical. Like, it felt like he was being super truthful. And like you said, the way he was talking, demeanor was changed. He was looking at it a certain way. But Tami,
guys, what did he say, James? This was him.
Do it, Amanda.
What? What is he?
An American.
An investigator? What? No, the plan is the same. Go along with the plan. Click. I was like, oh.
But still, he was saying that. But to me, he looked rattled. Like he had his drink in his hand. Plan's the same. Click the drink. Drink the drink. He looks rattled. He looks like things are starting to come apart, and he's scared.
Because Victor's on to him, Tami.
I know. Wait, he should be scared. He knows he's not dumb. He knows that he knows that Victor's playing coy. He knows he is. And Victor's just kind of like, little thing. My daughter's happiness, is my most important. Just like he knows that his time is. Go on, Amanda. Tell Amanda. Hit it on, Amanda.
I was just gonna say, what if you remember his ex?
Yes. Tara.
That just disappeared.
Yeah.
Maybe she's involved.
Maybe.
Because who's he talking to?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just saying it's possible.
It is what it is.
Isn't she in jail?
Well, is she?
Yeah, I think she got carted
I'm
out of jail.
I'm saying to Tami in the sense that maybe she got out. I mean, things happen off camera all the time.
True.
Hey, Stitch is still out there somewhere. You know what's going on. There's all kinds of
Stitch is lurking somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, Tammy's mad about that.
Yeah, I know. But Simone, you're right. Two things can be true. He can love Victoria when to go over the company. But I'm just saying, Tami is okay. Here we go. Let me break down Tami.
Oh no.
When Tami feels something a lot of times, she needs real proof for her to change her mind. If you watch Bold and Beautiful, it took her 2 years, basically. And finally she was like, okay, I believe Thomas. I can't believe all of a sudden you see some pretty man in a suit, filled out a suit, and you're like, sure, whatever you say.
She can't help herself, James.
And I was like you, James. I hated Valentine's for a million years.
Yes.
And there's still a little part of me that holds on to that. But I think most of me now is every day is a day to celebrate love.
Of course. That's
and so the way that Y&R did that whole kind of montage and that song, I'm getting goosebumps. That song was so romantic. I'm like, oh my God, there's love. and when Ashland and when Victoria, the song is playing, Ashland and Victoria are on the chair and they're separated and they're not touching each other. And then she reaches out her hand. Oh.
Okay, I'm with Victor and Nikki.
Look at me. I'm like, oh.
No, Tami. I'm with Victor and Nikki. Nikki's like, I believe he loves her. And Victor goes, well, he seems like he's in love with her. I love that so much. Victor's just like, okay, sure. I mean, because him and Nikki, now they're in love. Like that couple is so cute together. She's like, tell me what's going on. Tell me. And he's like, okay. And he tells her what's going on.
He's like, no, he's like, tell me what's going on. And he looks at her. And it's interesting because when they do the scenes, Eric Braeden doesn't look at people a whole lot.
No, he doesn't.
So when he does look at you, it's like, oh God. And so he looks at Nikki and he says, don't say anything.
Yes, he does.
To Victoria. Yes. And Nikki.
I won't.
No.
Oh, she was smiling. I love it. She was smiling. No, I
just love the trust between the two of them. And
and afterwards, when she came back in the room, how did it go? I love her.
Love it.
Her inflections are funny too, because she gets her husband. See, at this point, she knows her husband. At this point, and he knows she knows him. So it's like there's no illusions or anything. That's why I love. They've been around for so long. They've been through so much. She's the grande. We got some Nikki time this week too, which is really good. And she's like the grande dame. I loved her and Lily. That's what we'll talk about later. But it's like they're so cute together. The dance at the end. I will say, I did say this. The whole montage of all the couples. Y&R is one of the few shows that's actually doing romance. The other soaps aren't really doing romance like they are. They're really doing romance. Where other shows are like, who's together? What's going on? Who's together? I mean, so I agree with you on that one. Oh, thank you, Kenneth Clark. We love you too. Happy Valentine's Day. Yeah, Eric and Melody. I've interviewed both of them. They both just have it, and it's But he's like, he seems like, well, yeah, Michael's down there in Peru. He found some stuff out apparently, so he's heading back home, I guess, with some information. But something's going on down there, and we don't know what it is. We should move on to somebody. I we talk that forever. That's just cute. He's good, but so he's good. Ashton's good. And I've got the moderator. I keep things moving.
It was getting bad though, James. Like one thing after another, and it was like, really, dude?
I know.
Really?
I know. But meanwhile, on all the other ends of this, you got Adam does tell Victoria, I'm keeping Sally and making her COO. And even Ashton was like, really? And other Victoria's like, okay.
What did you guys think of that response?
I know, I loved it because she explained herself. Because he goes, well, do I get autonomy? She goes, autonomy within reason. I was like, that's right, bitch. You tell him. And then when he walked in, Ashton asked him, well, what, like, Victoria? He's like, oh, she's a loose cannon. And she's all this stuff. So yeah, well, listen. He's like, she's doing the smart thing. See, Victor would come in and just like, no. That's where she's differing. She's like, oh, she'll implode on her own. And then she could be right. Then Victoria goes, see, I didn't say nothing. I let you pick her and blah, blah, blah. So she was counting on her to implode. But they all keep forgetting she did, because they didn't know that she had her own business out in California. She's mentioned it now, like she did have one for a minute. And she went to business school. I keep saying that. She went to business school. I'm like, oh, kind of all that. But I thought Victoria was actually playing it smart.
Yeah.
She was thinking, okay, let's see how this works out. But Billy's reaction was most hilarious, though. Oh my God, that exchange. We have the same position.
I thought he was going to spit his coffee out.
I love that exchange so much. He was just like, he was so smug. Like, well, I heard you, it was a really good week for you because they dropped Newman fashion. Like, so yeah, they dropped it, blah, blah. But she was like, I'm a COO. He was like, he started stuttering. Jason Thompson is so funny. And
he is.
Then she was like, you have the same job, same position. I lost my lunch. I was laughing so hard.
But Billy is something else. I like Billy. I know I'm not supposed to, but I do. Because before he left, though, he put it in her mind, like put it in her ear, that probably she is only going to have the job for like a month or two because Adam and Victoria hate each other.
Right.
And then Sally was like, huh. And he's like, bye, good luck.
He did. He's like, bye, see you later. Have a nice day. But the thing is, I think they're all counting on Sally to implode. That's they're all just counting. They're shocked that she's like got this position. Like I said, you were basically this, and now you're this. I mean, but what if she succeeds, folks?
Here's why that's not going to happen. Because the two wrongs are going to make a right. Whoever came up with that line, toast, that is the line of the week.
Yes.
Because it's so true.
There you go. Yes.
These two complete misfits who have a really difficult time reining in their emotions, and because of that make really dumb decisions. They're two peas in a pod. She calls him on when he gets all emo and is about to make a rash decision. He calls her on her stuff, like, slow down, girl. I think Victoria is in trouble.
And their chemistry. Their chemistry is off the chart.
Well, he said, I'm not going to fight anymore. He finally said, I'm not going to fight anymore.
And I was like, thank God, please do it already. Please.
Do it already. So do it already.
So I'm telling you, YNR, you have kept us panting for these two to get together.
True.
It better be good.
I know, right?
Like, it better be good.
Tami, they're going to fling everything off the desk.
Give us some Carter and Quinn scenes.
Okay. Diane Capshaw, she'll be successful because she has a power suit on. Sally had a cute outfit on. Lily had a cute little blue outfit on, little jacket on too. It was very cute. I was like,
I love that. I don't know if it was a camisole or whatever.
It was underneath.
That was gorgeous.
Yeah, I couldn't tell what that was. I couldn't tell what that was. It looked like it was. Yeah, I couldn't tell you, but it was cute. I was like, "Go on, bitch." Little girl, she was working it out. Christy Khalil, she was working in real life. She's working that out. But yeah, so we got CEOs. We got COOs everywhere. CEOs everywhere. But I loved when Lily decided to talk to Nikki. And I thought that was, and for me, I wrote down, this is what I wrote down. I thought, I want to say this. I wrote this down. Okay, here we go. I wrote multi-generational women helping women. Lily goes to Nikki. What would Catherine want me to know? I have her own company. I love this generational women's conversation. Even though they also mentioned Neil and Nikki to the form, don't ever say this, trust Jill's judgment. I thought history was played in those scenes so heavily. And we invoked two people who are no longer with us in real life. They're no longer with us. Christophe St. John left us 3 years ago this month. And Gene Cooper passed away several years ago too. But to have their memories carried on, that Lily actually feels this way, and that she went to Nikki, and Nikki is like, I mean, she's Nikki Newman, she's Nicole Newman, she's like the grande. I just thought that was a beautiful. Everybody says they agree also. I think it's such a beautiful set of scenes. I like that on soaps. I like that we have these people. That's what it's here for. And I think I'm glad when they use that. I don't know how you got. You guys are women. Do you agree? Not agree? Hate it? What's going on?
Well, it's funny. Kenneth in the chat room says Nikki gave Jill a compliment.
I know. It's loaded in history.
Yeah.
Like that.
Because she said, when it came to business, I will give it to Jill.
Yeah.
I mean, she knows what she's doing. So, and I thought it was lovely. It was nice to see Lily just feeling a little insecure and a little lost. And I didn't know what that conversation was going to be about.
I was like, what is this about?
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, that's sweet.
Because he saw her, he kept going, I gotta go over. I'm like, why should I look at Nikki? I was thinking, why? I mean, but I always forget the Winters family clearly was close with the Newmans because Neil worked for Victor all those years, was a protege for years. That's why he likes Devon, and that's why they're so close. And I like the Devon Billy Lily conversation also later.
Yeah.
Also that happened. It's like, and this whole podcasting idea, I was like, how interesting. They really haven't brought that on any of these shows really yet. And just like that did that with Carrie Bradshaw, did that this season. But I really see that anywhere else. So like that's really interesting. And Billy doing that whole kind of on Thursday, his thoughts, or was it Friday, one of those days, we doing his whole thoughts. Then he played it for Lily. See, now you guys know I was never a Billy Lily fan, but this week I'm leaning towards them now.
Totally. I agree with you.
He's coming around, guys.
Absolutely agree.
I love them together.
I know you always have. You've always said that. And I just was never a big fan, but this last couple of weeks or so, I'm like, because I thought I was getting a little annoyed last week. I'm thinking, is he really jealous of this whole thing? But now he's looking at his whole life, actually, which is I'm assuming he's in his late 30s, late 40s. I'm trying to think what the age group is. It makes sense. That's when you start looking at your life. So I start looking at my life as a full, and him kind of just existentially looking back at things. And Jason Thompson's just so good. I mean, I've loved him since General Hospital. I've always been a fan of his. But he's so good. I just thought, why not? Okay, Billy, a podcast.
He's hot.
He's like, excuse me. He's hot. Thank you. Yes, exactly. He is hot.
And those scenes were hard. Again, it was just one long monologue that Jason Thompson had. And
don't even make me say nothing about monologues.
Well, I'll tell you, I mean, as an actor, they're not always easy to do, folks.
They're really difficult to do.
They're putting Kimberlyn Brown through them.
Oh, yes, they are.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And she's a pro. She's a pro, though. She's a pro.
And it was such a smart, therapeutic thing to do. Because it is a stream of consciousness kind of thing. And so I love, it's a very real issue when for most of your life, if you're used to sabotaging yourself, and then all of a sudden you find you're in a really sweet spot in your life, do you continue down those old habits? That's your default button, is to sabotage. That's your default. And to change that default button is so hard.
Yeah.
And I loved him questioning, can I do this? Can I man up? Can I step up? Can I make different choices? For Lily, for myself. I mean, it was like, oh my God, this is so good.
It was.
Love it.
It was. Some folks complain. They're like, yeah, like whatever. That's always good.
Yeah,
I think,
that's amazing.
Soaps are trying to do different things, folks, sometimes, but they don't do normally. Guys, they're trying to switch things up a little bit, so you should give them an open chance.
They need to, right?
They have to.
You don't want it super predictable.
No, I don't. I don't think so at all. Let's see what I'm gonna say on that one.
I'm waiting.
We get there. I get this.
Can I just say one thing?
Because she's back. Amanda's back. That's like
all right.
One thing, Amanda, say it.
I know I have been making comments and jokes about PTSD. Okay, I'm gonna say something you don't know about me. I'm a VA caregiver, and I have a lot of experience with it, and my husband has it.
Yeah.
Sometimes everybody's different. Sometimes you have to handle it with kid gloves. But sometimes you have to say, you got to open your eyes and look. Okay, look what's going on. You have to get help. So I think Abby is in a real bad situation.
Okay, so we'll go to that next then. That's not a problem. So baby Dominic, I don't like baby in peril stories. They've been done so much. I just don't. And now
I thought you were gonna say I don't like babies.
I don't like babies. Like, they get my nerves. Little bitches. No, I love it. My grandson turns a year old later this month. I love him. I love newborns. I love babies so much. I think they smell and taste and everything. But no, I don't like baby in peril stories. I just feel like, do we really need to do this again? Is this the next step? Now he needs a bone marrow aspiration, and he's like, and poor Miss Ordway. I'll give it to her because again, she's playing a different kind of worried. First, she's worried about Devon. She's worried about her hands. She got a nervous breakdown. The character Abby's having a nervous breakdown. She is on. Her and Kevin Kelly Lang both are just like on the edge for weeks. I don't know how, as actors, I don't know how they do this.
Me either.
I don't know. All week, Melissa Ordway basically played worried. That's all she did. But her husband, her man, everything just worried. And so
poor girl.
Poor girl. And she's so convincing.
Yeah.
And so pretty all doing it.
She's so pretty. I can't handle it.
Oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. Oh, she's so beautiful. We love Melissa. We had her on the show. We love her. You can watch the interview on GLG Media. But she is playing this, like I said, like Kevin Kelly Lang. She is hitting up every day, every scene. Her world is falling apart.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy again, and Rory actually answered your tweet. What didn't he? When we said we loved him on a tweet, or he said something or whatever.
Yeah.
He's doing a great job as Chance. He's doing a great job conveying the struggle for him.
Yeah.
The struggle.
I like the way they wrote it because, in my experience, most people who have PTSD don't know they don't realize they have it at first. So they know they feel things, or weird things happen, like his incident with Ray. And then they're not sure, and then they try to hide it because, like in the military, it's not great to say, hey, I have mental problems, necessarily for your career. So like,
you need to take a personal day.
Yeah, I like the way they're writing it because that is true. Like, you don't realize you have that at first. It's not like you wake up and you're like, oh, I'm feeling kind of PTSD-ish.
It's like postpartum. I would liken it to postpartum.
Yeah.
A lot of women don't realize, like, it's like, I don't know why I'm so sad. I don't know why I'm so edgy and emotional and
Yeah.
So yeah.
Mel New York says, I remember Joshua Jackson, I'm assuming from Dawson's Creek, said after playing grief for months, he needed a break. Actors do say it's hard to stay in that state.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Well, we asked Annika when she was on the show crying every day for months. Like, how do you that you earned your paycheck, folks. I think when you go through like this, that's when you really earn your paycheck. Because it's to convince us every day on cue not to do that. Yeah, so this storyline's a little fascinating because I want to see what happens with them. I think Chance has had a hard time, and Abby is in for a world of trouble. Yes, Miss Amanda?
I just need to know what Tami thought about Devon wanting the baby, like wanting time with the baby and everything. Were you pro or con or in the middle?
You mean for custody?
Yes.
Oh no, I think when Abby made the choice to involve Devon, you could see it. We could all see that coming.
We saw it all coming.
We all saw it coming. And he has every right.
Yeah.
He has every right. If Mariah had wanted to go down that road, well, she has no right. There are no rights there. But Devon has a right legally. And he's a good friend.
That's why
it's so
I just don't like the way he went about it. You're supposed to be best friends, right? And then all of a sudden she gets a lawyer like, he's suing you for custody. What? And then that wasn't enough. She's like, okay. Then he wants to change the name. Okay. And I'm like, this girl's going to lose it. She is going to lose it. She's like, okay, we could do that. Then he wants overnight. All in one. I'm like, wow, she's going to lose it. Like, give her a time, you know, like maybe wait 1 week and then ask another thing. I feel bad for her.
Well, if that's what she gets. Okay. That's good. I don't feel bad for it. That's what you do when you pick your friends. It's gonna be messy. That's what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Speaking of, I guess, not messy at the moment, we get to see our girl Lauren with Jack. And we saw Amanda with Jack, because I love seeing her together. And we saw Billy, Amanda, and Jack. We saw all these combinations, which was really fun. All containing Phyllis. Phyllis is on, and Michelle Stafford posted a video. She's like, people say I'm leaving the show. I'm not leaving the show. I'm just gone for a week vacation. And she showed where you can go to her, the real Staffords where she is everywhere. You can see where her exploits are. But she was like, I'm just off for a week, folks. But people, I guess, were like, you're leaving the show. You're leaving the show. Not leaving the show. Actors get breaks sometimes. But and Chris had a line. Chris had lines this week. She had lines.
Yes.
When Homegirl came in, when Chelsea came in, I saw she had lines.
Well, remember that conversation between Amanda and Phyllis, and Amanda said, "Well, who's going to run the hotel?" And she's like, "Well, Crystal could. She knows it just as good." I was like, "Ooh."
I know. Go ahead, Homegirl. I love it. She's working out. We said hi on Twitter. I don't know her, but we said hi on Twitter. The actress played her. But she had a line. But anyway, I like that Jack's like, I'm not going to chase after her. I'm going to let her do her thing, Milan. I was busy when I was there too. And I'm going to wait. Kind of. She comes back, I guess. I mean, he's not going to go and try to still convince her and do all this romantic gesture. He's just kind of like, okay. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but he's kind of like.
I'm confused by them. Because he said, I'm in love with you.
Yes.
And she's like, freaking out, right? So she breaks up with Nick, and Nick didn't do anything. I don't care what anyone says. He didn't do anything wrong. No. She breaks up with Nick. Now Jack is like, you know what? I'm good. I'm not going to chase somebody. Like, I'm good. And I'm like, what is happening?
But no, because Phyllis basically pushing him away because she's so scared. And he's just like, I can't, you can only do so much. You only do so much. She knows how he feels. Like, literally. We all know how he feels. Like, there's no illusion, right, Tami? We know how he feels. I mean, there's nothing unsaid, right? I don't think there's anything unsaid on his end.
But she wants him to do that, Tami. She wants him to chase after her.
But I am gonna disagree and say Nick did do something. He constantly shut her out emotionally, especially when it came to his family. Phyllis did everything she could to be there for him and be supportive and try to, give him some objectivity and comfort when it came to the craziness of his family. And he constantly shut her down. And after time, it's like, fine, you're shutting me down. I won't say anything. Then when she doesn't say something, Nick was all defensive about that. So I think they were just growing emotionally apart.
Okay. But she also, every single time she gets a chance, she digs him. Every single time she gets a chance. Oh, was that your dad? He's awful. Or, oh, yeah, so obvious. Like oh, yeah. Hi.
But it's true, which is why Nick separates himself from his family. Like, she could come across as harsh, but everything she said was true.
I know, Tami, but you can't dig somebody's family constantly. You can't do it.
She didn't do it constantly, but at some point, God, if you were part of that 6 degrees of that family, like, there are moments where you're just like, bleh. You have to say something because the dynamics are so insane. And you can see how it's driving somebody that you love crazy. Ugh.
I just want to say, I love this, first of all. But number 2, we have 44 people watching us. I think it's the most we ever had watching us.
Wow.
I also want to thank you guys. Last week, for some reason, all 3 shows did equally as well as, I mean, General Hospital is my number one always. But all three shows, the numbers were amazing. So thank you for coming to tune in with us, I guess, or watching us later. We'll take, if you're watching later, you're just as important. We'd love to have you here with us, but 44 people are watching us
That's
live.
so awesome. Hit
Wow.
that like button. Hit that like button.
Yeah, hit it. I only see 16 people. Only 16 likes. There's 17. Okay, that's right. Hit the like button. If you like us. If you think they're pretty, like us. I'll show my top. I'll take my top off. But whatever. I'll do whatever you guys need to do. Get some more likes.
And it pissed me off. I'm sorry. It pissed me off though when Nick say, "You always go right into Jack."
She does, Tami.
I know, but they're friends. Nick isn't listening to her. Every time she tries to have a conversation with him, Nick's like, shut down, shut down, shut down. Like, fine. I'm going to go talk to Jack.
Oh, no, Tami. No. No. Joe even brought, like, I'm going to be friends with my ex. I don't think so, buddy. Not in this lifetime, you're not.
I don't think so. What's funny is the chat was kind of like, you guys half and half. They're like, their name, I like that. I like this. Good. That's good. But I feel bad for Amanda here, who's sitting with us because she's wearing a Ray shirt. We got lots of Ray this week. We got Ray with Chelsea this week.
And they are just layering it.
Oh, you say slathering it on?
The layers are getting thicker and thicker and thicker.
Can't help herself, Tami. She cannot help herself.
What do you think about their dynamics? What do you think, Amanda?
Yeah, Amanda, what do you think?
Do you want them together? Do you think there's chemistry? Do you see, is that the direction you think the show's going in with their characters?
I do see chemistry between those two, but I just don't know. Can you love the person who tried to kill you?
Yeah, sure.
All right. I guess if he can get over that. And she probably would have another kid. So then he could have a kid he wants so bad.
Right. Because he said, I've seen how hard you actually have been working. You saw me. She said, you saw me at my worst.
Yeah. And I loved it when she was telling him all about the cons she and her mother were running.
Oh, that was hilarious. Oh my God.
That was awesome.
Like, Chance was like, can I listen?
Yeah.
I know.
Like, yeah,
come on in.
Wait, the statute of limitations is over though. Okay.
That was hysterical.
I
love the fact that she can just be herself.
Yes.
Just totally be herself.
Because she's
just like Phyllis can totally be herself.
Yes.
And Jack loves her unconditionally. That might be the same situation with Ray and Chelsea.
But Ray is not the type to cheat. So something would have to happen because I just don't see Ray as
but you saw the imaginary kiss. They're leading that direction, girl.
That was an amazing scene.
I was like, that girl's dreaming. That's me dreaming. I was like, I get it, girl. I get it.
And so that scene played, they kissed. My reaction was, oh, wow, that was a good kiss. Because you know, sometimes when characters kiss, you're just like, ooh.
Yeah.
No, it worked. It worked.
Ew. It's like, ooh.
I can think of two.
That was a good kiss.
Amanda was like, why is that not me? Yes.
Right?
Because she woke up, she's like, who's busting in my apartment, my hotel room? And then all of a sudden he's like, you're the most, what do you say, you're most amazing, blah, blah, blah. And
more complex, unpredictable.
I want to be a hotel maid so bad. I want to be the hotel maid with a feather duster. And I'm just standing there acting like I'm dusting, but I'm really daydreaming.
I loved how freaked out she was when she woke up.
Mm-hmm.
She was freaked out. She grabbed that pillow. You know, you grab that pillow for security. It's like, oh my God, what was that?
You know,
I was saying,
it's interesting because she hates Sharon for stealing Adam.
Right.
And then she now is going to be in a totally different position where she could steal Ray.
Yes.
I just don't see Ray being like that, though. I mean, granted, I'm new, but he seems very, very sweet. Like, not like, a cheater.
Carter was a sweet guy too on Bold and Beautiful for years.
I'm not talking about Carter.
Wait, I'm just saying, all I'm saying is Nick and Sharon are getting closer and closer, and Ray is just kind of there. And then Chelsea and him, he smiles and lights up when he sees her now. I'm seeing it. Like he's just happy to see her. Like he's happy to see her. And she had all those thoughts about Adam saying, no, we're never together, bitch. No. Then she's like, now she's lonely, can't sleep. And now here's this nice guy. She had this wonderful time with this really handsome, nice guy who has seen her at her worst.
Yeah.
I mean, work. And last thing before we at the end, because it's already the hour's almost up. Taraya had a very cute scene. Also, the engagement continues. Y&R is continuing to feature this lesbian couple in their happy moments. And on the other side of that, Noah's still sad. So we got that going on. That's the last big thing that happened on Y&R. What do you feel about that?
I can't.
I can't.
I feel so bad for him. Like since the wedding in Italy, he has had to every single day act like he is just so miserable. Yeah. Every time he sees them, he's like, "Oh, hi."
He is.
It's like, oh, I feel bad for him. I think they got to do something. It's dragging too long. Like I would love for him to run into Crystal and then to hook up.
Okay. Well, so I thought him and Chelsea might, because a couple weeks ago they had a little chit chat.
He did.
I thought maybe they would actually kind of go a direction.
Maybe it was a chemistry test.
Yeah, a chem test.
Y&R loves those dream segments.
They sure do, don't they?
Dream about Tessa.
Yes, the
right?
Tessa Noah thing.
And he woke up going, "Oh God, no, this isn't good."
Because they keep reminding us, like when they were having their little moment, they had the board.
Yes.
And they were like looking at it. Oh, it's so cute. And then there's a big heart with nothing written. And Tessa was like, "Oh, that's Noah."
That's for us. That's for all of us. I think he's trying to say. I think it's like,
And I was like, okay. They just keep reminding us, like, like, don't forget about Noah. I know they're happy. Don't forget about Noah.
I know. They need to move on. I think like everybody in here and everybody out there, I think we all agree on one thing, is that we need to he needs to move on. He needs to move on to something else. They weren't all that to begin with. So like we need to like not rewrite history. And
I was trying to figure out if Noah is the type that's like a Newman, like Victoria, or if he's more like Nick. So like Victoria would go for it. Like, like she would come up with a scheme to break them up. That's just, but Nick probably wouldn't do that.
No.
So I don't know what kind of person Noah is.
That's the point. We don't know.
And I did love that scene between Nick and Noah.
Yes.
When he takes him out to dinner and
that was cute.
"Dad, I know what you're doing."
Yeah.
Stop.
It was cute. It was
so sweet.
I don't know. Again, we don't know. That's the thing I know. We don't know what kind of Noah he's going to be. It's a new guy playing him. He's been on the canvas for a while in a regular way. So it's like, well, yeah, what are you going to do? Are you going to be the nice Newman or the evil Newman? We have no idea. You like Abby's like the nicer Newman. She has the Abbott side in her. But Summer is the bad Newman. She has that side of her. She has Phyllis in her. So
well, I'm just putting it out there, and I think I speak for all Y&R fans. We need Eileen back on the canvas for a little while because Abby needs her mama. So Eileen Davidson, please come back for a little while. Ashley, please come back for a little while.
She's busy going to Days of Our Lives. That's why.
I know.
I was like, okay.
Even Nina would be good to come and talk, like try to help her son.
I agree.
I like the new Chance.
I do too.
I do too.
Hair.
Yeah.
He's got such good hair.
I like his voice. I like his hair. He's good. No, he's good. Yeah. He's a great choice.
He's a solid actor.
I totally.
I really hope they deep dive into the PTSD storyline.
Yeah, me too.
Because it's a powerful story. So, and I know they would do it justice. So,
Yeah.
I totally agree. Everybody, that's it. That's your wine. I think you're moving.
49 watching. Wow.
I didn't go off that bad either.
No, you're fine.
I contained it.
You contained it. Well,
I do think Victoria's evil. Okay.
Yes.
Don't even get me started. And I think Victor is being too hard on Adam. I don't care what you say, James.
Okay. I will accept that, and I will take that with me when we're eating ribs later. Okay, everybody. So, Amanda Russ has the Bone Beautiful podcast. Any new episodes coming anytime soon? I know you're sick and everything. So, are you anything coming back?
Yeah, we're supposed to record this week. Something else happened with Chelsea, but we're supposed to record tomorrow, actually.
So go ahead and still subscribe to her podcast. Follow where you can find the podcast. And Tami Goveia is out there too. She's out there doing all kind of stuff. What are you doing, Tami?
Yeah, so go to, all the socials, folks. Tami Goveia on Insta and on Twitter and Facebook, Tami Goveia. Follow, like, comment. Yay!
And okay, so we'll be on around 11. So about 10 minutes we'll be back on for Bold. We have to switch out, switch tops.
I have to switch mentalities now. Click.
Yes,
click.
exactly. And I got to upload this to put it out there for everybody to do it. So about 10 minutes, we'll be back on.